Yesterday was an insane day for Fortnite competitive. We had the announcement of Siphon returning to Cash Cups and FNCS. We also had a change to the Last Chance Major format, as well as major snakes before FNCS, which is later today. And in this video, I'm going to be going over everything I just mentioned, as well as recap the duo Cash Cup we had yesterday. So let's get right into it. Starting the video off, I want to go over the return of Siphon to tournaments after a tweet from Fortnite Status, which said they are enabling Siphon for the upcoming FNCS Major 3 and the Last Chance Major. They also enabled Siphon in this week's duo and solo Cash Cups to monitor and evaluate the impact of Siphon in tournaments. I don't know what they need to monitor, but just leave it in the game, please. They had the community with the highest vibes on the timeline on a tournament day I think I've ever seen. There were a couple people saying Siphon is bad, but impressions get low sometimes and people just start saying anything. This is huge for tournaments. Watching solo clutches is arguably one of the greatest things about Fortnite competitive, and Siphon just makes the game so much better to watch in-game when everyone isn't dying to zone because they can't take a single engagement without losing HP. There is one negative to Siphon coming back, and that's the fact that scrims are even now further away from being realistic as they were before. We're now going to be playing scrims in pubs with vehicles, characters, grenades, bazooka cannon mythics, and now no Siphon. Fortnite now more than ever needs to change ranked mode, or else practice within the pro scene of Fortnite is genuinely going to die soon. Regardless though, I'm super excited, and we got to watch Fortnite competitive last night with Siphon again, and that's going to make FNCS so much better, so I'm stoked. Moving on, I want to talk about the format changes that were made to FNCS Major 3 and the Last Chance Major, which takes place after Major 3. Fortnite added 15 points for capturing the Rift POI flag, as well as 3 points for capturing vaults in FNCS this season. This is an insane thing to do considering teams who have uncon vault drops like Rise and Yamzo get to farm a free 20 plus points for just landing their drop in grands. Also, 15 points for the island is a bit absurd. Also, considering most times the island is just a free claim for whoever gets up there first. I feel like it would have been better if they made these point values 5 points for getting the Rift POI flag and 1 point for capturing a vault. Let me know down in the comments what you think about these point values for a tournament as big as Grand Finals, and if you think they will impact who wins FNCS this season. Now for the Last Chance Major, it will be taking place August 18th to August 20th and will be a 3-round tournament where you need Diamond 1 to compete in. Everyone can compete in it as long as you are Diamond 1, outside of the teams who have already qualified to FNCS Global Championship, of course. In round 1, you will need to place in the top 250 duos to advance to round 2. Then in round 2, you will need to place in the top 50 duos to advance to round 3. And in round 3, it will be a 6-game finals format where the top 8 teams on NA will advance to the FNCS Global Championship in October. This format is so much better than the previous one they had, where it was only 2 rounds, where the top 250 teams in round 1 advanced to round 2, and then in round 2, the top 8 teams advanced to the LAN. If you guys are not sure about how many teams are qualifying this season from FNCS Major 3 and Last Chance Major, here's how many teams will qualify in every region from both of those events. So on NA, the top 10 in Major 3 and the top 8 in the Last Chance Major will qualify to the FNCS Global Championship. Some people have also been asking me if the Last Chance Major has a prize pool. It does not. Just an extra qualification to help make the LAN. Now let's talk about the FNCS duo changes we have heading into FNCS Week 1 later today. And as you could imagine, the leader of the snake train is Peterbot and Kwani, who are going to be duoing again heading into FNCS. This doesn't surprise me at all, and this is what led to every single duo that I'm going to mention next to split and form new duos. Next, we have Paper and Muzz. Paper dropping Pump for Muzz is an interesting one to say the least. I feel bad for Muzz and Pump though. Both of them have been getting dropped multiple times this season and are just really unlucky players. Pump ended up going with Degen after getting dropped. Degen also just got dropped by Death yesterday, who I believe still hasn't found a duo, but may end up queuing this FNCS with Tahi. Next, Larson, after getting dropped, is now playing with Chimp. Chimp also just got dropped yesterday by his duo Scissors, who is a former NA West player. And lastly, we have Faxity and Jamper playing this FNCS. Jamper, who had just quit over a month ago, is going to play this FNCS for fun, and he's been talking about doing so for the past week or so. And it looks like he's going to try doing the carry Faxity route like Saf. Overall, the new duos we have are Peter x Kwani, Muzz x Paper, Pump x Degen, Larson x Chimp, and Faxity x Jamper. I don't really like these duos, I'm going to be completely honest. Kwani and Peter didn't look very good last season. Muzz and Paper have an okay chance of doing well, but probably will do nothing more than Paper and Pump would have done. Degen and Pump are probably going next. Larson and Chimp are probably going next. And I'd be shocked to see Fax and Jamper make it out of round 1. It sucks seeing duos split up the day before FNCS, but Fortnite will always be an immature scene, so I expect nothing less to this day. Let me know which of these duos you think could do well in FNCS or not do well. And then moving on to the last part of the video, I want to go over the duo Cash Cup finals from yesterday, slate, which had Siphon in it. We had a close finish between 4 of the top 5 teams where all of them had a shot at winning heading into the last game. But in the end, Rise and Yamzo come out on top with the dub on 408 points. They won the last game and won 2 of the 6 games to finish in first place. A really good tourney by them going into FNCS, and I think they are officially the FNCS favorites as of now. Moving on to second, we have Acorn and Cold on 389 points. If Cold would not have fell to his death the last game, I think they would have had a better chance at clutching up the win. Acorn still had a really good solo clutch in game 6 to secure second place though. Acorn and Cold look amazing, and I think they are arguably the best team heading into FNCS, but I'll give the slight edge to Yamzo and Rise after this Kashi win. Next in third, we have Booga and Threats on 360 points. A really solid tourney by them, and if they don't have the one bad game, they could have potentially won as well. They were fragging all tourney long, and I'm expecting big things from this duo this season. Coming in fourth place was Baka and Pars on 357 points, who are the only contested team in the top 5. Even though they never died off spawn, they definitely were playing a different game than normal. I think this is the most underrated team heading into FNCS, and a team that has been playing super good since the end of last season as well. And lastly, rounding out the top 5, we have Moo and Bacon on 270 points, our only new duo in the top 5, and a pretty surprising duo to see here. They played pretty well, and I think gave themselves a nice confidence boost heading into FNCS today. Overall, yesterday was a crazy day with a lot of news and new duo changes. If you guys are new to my channel, it would mean a lot if you subscribe. Trying to hit 4,000 subs by the end of the season. And if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like. A lot of info is covered in this one, and it's definitely one of my longer videos like this. Be on the lookout for more news videos in the future, as my goal is to keep you guys caught up on the region and also try to bring y'all some good content along the way. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time.